Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger No, this isn't Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. This is Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Yeah, better see what Mon Ami has to say. Too cruel. This is just too cruel. Oh yeah, might as well ask her about the windows. If you have a sec, I wanted to ask you something. I don't wanna help you guys mistrust your friends. What the hell? It's not like we're doing this because we want to. No, now's not the time to fight about stuff like that. Look, more importantly, do you know why the old building's windows are covered by iron plates? Huh? Iron plates? I covered them up, so nobody makes the mistake of going inside, since it's dangerous because of the renovation. The renovation? So that's why you covered them up. Because it's dangerous to go inside. Dangerous it's supposed to exist on this island. This isn't how it was supposed to be. Why did it get like this? It's cruel. It's too cruel. Just because it's cruel doesn't mean you can keep crying like that. Crying won't solve anything. Look, we have to do this, no matter what. Damn it. Okay, so back to the main hall. Actually, I'll see if the bathroom's open yet. What the hell was that loud voice just now? Well, we can't get back there, so I'll assume there's nothing of interest. Yep, he's out of there now. The bathroom seems to be open, but I don't really need to go right now, and there's no need for me to go inside.
Huh?
Oh, I feel so lighthearted right now. I, Nekamaru Nida, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to whom?
Oh!
I won't lose to anyone, not even to my past self. Well, that sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about?
Shit!
Yes, thank you. What the... I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after it started. But the door won't open at all.
Sheesh!
However, if you think I'd been angered by something like that, you have underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader.
Fool!
In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by that whole ordeal, but... oh well, best not go into it. So you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I mean is...
and the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's about how long that lasted. What he says sounds stupid and irrelevant, but now I should remember it just in case. This is sounding suspiciously like some people got food poisoning. Alright. You managed to place everybody?
Hey!
You're here. Where the hell did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering, I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. Did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure.
Hey!
Well, just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the two photos from before the blackout, I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. So this is everyone's starting position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. I've made this diagram by analysing these photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Okay. So Nagito was over by the table, where the body was ultimately found. Byakuya was over there. So, lights go down. Byakuya opens the case. Now, somebody got pretty close. Who was it? It was Yoko, wasn't it? Who somebody got close to. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a fair distance from that table. No, there's no way we'd be able to move that far during the blackout. What's this line extending from the table to where Byakuya was killed? It's the desk lamp. I gave the power cord for it just in case. Cord for the desk lamp. If that cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
Hey!
Did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but... I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself while I was drawing it. I have a feeling it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labour. No, it wasn't a waste at all.
Huh?
It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden in here. An extremely important clue. Sorry, I'm picturing the scene in my head. Assuming he made a beeline for the table, whoever went for the knife logically has to have gone past the person who was worried about their feet getting trodden on. Thinking it through. If you like, I could tell you a bit of what I want to say. Did you find out anything? I tried within reason to perform an autopsy on the body.
Well...
I discovered that there were puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds. Deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5mm in diameter was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I believe. Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry. Talking about it made me sad. No need to push yourself. I get the gist of what you wanted to say. I'm sorry. Still, around 5mm in diameter, huh? That's pretty thick. That's as thin as an ice pick or an orb. Mikan's autopsy results have been added. That blade looks too thick. Oh crap.
Alrighty, guys! It's finally time! That's right! It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Okay. We don't have a suspect
Now
yet,
then,
which is a
I shall
problem.
tell you all the meeting place.
My guess, the park.
At the central island
Yep.
of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
Fun times. A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island. Okay, let's go find the damn thing. Hello. Oh, yep, there it is. So yes, at the moment my problem is I have method, but I don't have... Oh Jesus, it's the Monokuma Mount Rushmore. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
What the heck is that mountain? When did that get there? How do they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma?
No way.
That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. I mean, what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we needed his knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
Ah, I know. They probably ran away.
No way!
Ah, hell nah. There's no way I'd let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey!
Hey
Come
now.
on now!
If you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up.
Hey!
Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time?
Huh?
Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room and I suddenly heard this fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway?
You.
How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've all been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Speak for yourselves. I want to investigate. I want to know who killed him. My hero, that's enough. You two Fuyahiko. Dumbass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened,
I
sinner?
am right here.
Now then,
Remember
let
this
us
well.
begin.
A main character arrives when he intends to.
Hey.
Seems you noticed it too. How did you get your earring back? If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field.
Wait!
Please, wait a second.
What's this?
My, mon ami. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you.
I...
Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic mascot!
Do you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding service!
Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys. So hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance. It's probably somewhere in the bloody rock. Oh, that's not creepy at all. What the? Something's shaking. This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. Something came out.
No way.
Could it be he's telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Mega Z is trembling with fear. That's totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid!
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far, and we have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lift my feet and step to the escalator. I won't think anymore, because if I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. When each of us entered Monokuma Rock.
Huh?
This is an elevator. I see. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
If he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving, chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized that it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else could not hear it. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before it finally finished descending, and then the doors slowly opened.
welcome!
This is the class trial field! How do you like it? It's a special place that'll decide your fates.
Why, you...
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us up in a shitty looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me!
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole! Complain all you like, I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. Looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. And just as Monokuma ordered, we walk towards the seats that we have been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent prodigy, Byakuya Tagami. He was overly critical, arrogant, condescending, but he had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. Can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it really is true, we need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yes, I will do. Okay, set skills. I have no available skills, because I need to buy them, which I haven't done. I can open the e-handbook, which means I can go to the report card and buy some skills. Lovely. Okay, so that increases the influence gauge. Extraordinary focus increases the focus gauge. Okay, I don't know why that would be helpful, but decreases delay between firing truth bullets. Increases the speed of memorizing statement. That might actually be moderately useful, so might as well get it. Focus gauge decreases at a slow rate during concentration and fever time. Effective during... Yep, that will be handy. The influence gauge recovers faster. Increases damage when the statement is destroyed. Increases bullet capacity. Allows you to lock onto 2 statements at once. Panic talk, whatever that is. Easy to shift moods to your favour. Sharpness increases by 2, sharpness increases by 5. I don't know what this does, but screw it, it sounds useful. And I'm now basically broke, but that's fine. I've got a few skills now. Don't really know what any of them do, but 14 points to play with, so definitely want that. I'll take that, and that means I can't afford algorithm, but that'll be handy later. Okay. Let's dance.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
I know all this.
During the class trial, you will present
Yes,
if you vote
I know.
correctly, then
Yes, yes,
I'll
yes,
punish everyone besides the black.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you.
Them's the rules.
Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Apparently.
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
Work it through.
No
in a
complaining,
logical
let's just
fashion.
settle this with our fists.
Trial? Okay, don't get me wrong. I like trial by combat as a theoretical idea, but it doesn't actually work. I mean, yes, I signed the petition to bring back trial by combat, but there's a reason why the government sent us back the response that is the equivalent of, "We hope you're joking."
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Unfortunately, I think he's right.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
The most pressing issue on our minds?
And don't mention your penis.
Where we found the body.
Thank you.
It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Agreed.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
And there was no blood splatter anywhere evident outside the table, which means he was killed under there. The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We could start with that, but ultimately we do need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... Now, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So... The class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at each important moment, and I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during the class trial, we will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all your classmates will speak one after the other without breaks. Have to utilize the mistakes to within their statements. Have to use your trick. Yeah. Yes, so this is the same as before, which is fine. Alright. I suspect it's going to be the blood stain that's the important one here.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
Accurate.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Nope.
No, that's wrong!
Because of the blood. As I say, I figured that was going to be the argument there.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Yeah,
Too
don't worry
bad you're
about it.
so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I really hope you're the next victim.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
Yeah, because I was theoretically thinking about them having moved the table, but that seems unlikely.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
That seems unlikely.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
No.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reasons he dove under the table. It's connected to what he was doing the party, then it's probably... Oh, come on, the embarrassing pose. Okay, apparently that's a clue. Kitchen equipment list, account, the thread. I would assume it's something to do with a knife then.
I can prove it with this!
There we go.
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility.
Seriously, dude, how did you get your earring back?
But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
Yes, it is, because he had the night vision goggles.
You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
Yeah, except we don't have a prosecutor, a defendant, we don't have a defense lawyer, we don't have a jury. During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. From this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will only be one liar contradiction in the debate at a time, which means there will be false. Yeah, I know. Yes, thank you. Yes, I know. This is the problem with going, I won't say straight, because it's been like a month, but it's the night vision goggles, it has to be.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
Concur.
That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands
God, you are a
must
terrible
have seen
person.
the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food!
Yep, wait for it.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Yes, he could.
No,
he
that's
had the
wrong.
night vision goggles.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
The hell? Somebody can.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
The other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by her sudden argument? Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Nah, just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will need to go in a one-on-one debate called a rebuttal showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claims or their weak spots and argue against them. Counter the other person's remark with the WASDA keys. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. Based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. Sometimes you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You'll lose counter sharpness even if you miss, so please be careful. You'll move skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. Conversation will develop. That happens, they end up developing some weak spots. But you can't normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, they skew them towards you. Please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. What's a truth blade? I will make sure the person in charge of contracting you takes a very long location. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be other changes to your menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change of feeling is important? Okay. Alright.
If you just use common sense.
It's gotta be the case.
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Nope.
I can't back down!
I have no idea what I was meant to be doing there. Just a little bit more and I could draw something out.
If you just use common... The killer obviously used those night vision... That's gotta be it.
Okay.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I found a hole in your argument. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. And he's
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the... I mean, in reality. So those goggles were planned. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Damn it! I need to actually use the case.
Because if they use then they could
Joys
kill
them adding a
Byakuya even
new
in
minigame.
In reality,
One I've actually got to
so
learn
those
how to
goggles were
play.
planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Nope.
Allow me to cut through those words. No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
And I will prove it in the next part. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next part.